Hi. I thought the live stream was supposed to be today, but it's actually tomorrow, so instead I just gonna watch whatever, I don't know. I was gonna watch it. I was gonna watch the trailer and then the live stream. The live stream is tomorrow, and I don't know why it was today. I mean, it's a good thing I'm freaking shot, guys. I just Anyway, werewolves! Woo! I'm very excited for this back. But I haven't actually seen the trailer. I only watched somebody else reacting to it or something, so we're watching it now. It's just weird, you know? I don't know, it's just, like, what is that? Honestly, at this point, I think the Sims 3's werewolves are better, even though I really didn't. Like, just design-wise, I didn't like them, the way they looked either, but, I mean, they're better than this. I'm sorry, I don't like it. Honestly, I was hoping for more like wolfy, and not like bipedal, like quadrupedal, which I guess was pretty interesting, but whatever. Whatever, man.
When I'm headed on, who you lean on? I'll picture with the lean on. Loosen your knees, make it ass down. Preposition, get down, down, down. Shines hot, it's up at the thought shop.
I wouldn't even mind if, like, cuter werewolves, but, like, it's not, like, you know, like a little, like a puppy or something. I don't know what I'm saying, but, like, honestly, well, I mean, I don't know, it's like Uncanny Valley, but not in a good way, like, you know, maybe not. I don't think that's the right term for, but that's like the best way I can describe it. No, but like, if it was like, I don't know, it's like, we're like humans, but with fur and like dog ears and snouts, which I don't like it. But like if they were like freaking, just, honestly, if it was the other way, that'd be pretty sick. Like, like a dog, a mangy butt. What kind of? No, that's not what I meant. I meant like, I don't know, like, never gonna be happy with werewolves in the same unless they're just full-on dogs, am I? No, I am really excited for this act though, because really good character pleasure at this point. Probably, I mean, yeah, Cottage Rebellion came out like last summer. I was hoping it would be werewolves. I was fairly familiar with my running stories, honestly. But yeah. What? Hi. No, but like, if it was, I don't know, like a dog but with like human eyes or something, that would be sick, honestly. What is the difference between human and dog eyes? I don't know. They look the same to me. Like, I don't know. Way worse than Uncanny Valley, but like, in a good way. Like, purposely Uncanny Valley, but this is just like, it's not doing it for me, I'm sorry. But I'm still really excited for that. I already bought it. I pre-purchased it, like, I can probably freaking check, honestly. I hope the world is bigger than the other worlds. And, what is it called? Riverbrook and the ones in Vampires. I can't remember what it's called. Oh my god, why is this not working? I'm trying to see what I bought it. No. I'm currently broke, honestly, so like it's 5 months, so you have to give me money because I'm weird. The hell? What? Purchase authorization Nintendo? Oh no, it's cute, sorry, you guys like my card onto my bank account because I was trying to go to Blade 3 yesterday. Oh no, I think that was A Good Life. Not this better. I don't think I used better. Hot Topic. I love Hot Topic. This was Hot Topic. This Monster High. They have Monster High stuff now. No, yesterday I was wearing a dress from Hot Topic, earrings, 2 pairs of earrings from Hot Topic, and a choker from Hot Topic. Like, I love Hot Topic and wear all my clothes from there. I cannot find it. It's definitely late May. I have no idea where. I don't know.
In you go, baby. If I show my teeth, I must be hungry. No, you can't compete with that bang my teeth.
Yeah, I don't want a bigger tomorrow, not today, so anyway. Go away, Cincy. It's probably me, but I don't really like Cincy. It's just, she kind of annoys me, honestly. 11 a.m. PTs. Honestly, remember that Riddle's bitches get nice is on top of the expansion pack? Yeah, but like, I don't know. Honestly, I'm okay with the different gold packs as long as they, well, I mean, literally, all the gold packs are like 3 times the price as the Sims used to be natural, because back then expansion packs were like $20 and game packs didn't exist, but then they made game packs the same price as that expansion packs used to be, and now expansion packs are $40 instead. Like, what? Anyway, yeah, like, honestly, if everything was just cheaper, I'd be okay with, like, the different gold expansion packs, because, honestly, they're probably my favorites. Like, my favorite packs. I need to do a tier list. Maybe I should wait until they don't pass. Or I could just do where I'm always looking for Missy's to in the tier list. It's true. It's really cold. It's so hot. Got my Animal Crossing belt bag blanket in it. What was I talking about? Yes, the packs. Honestly, I don't mind that they're separate, because, like, if, oh my god, my phone is being stupid. Like, if they're all just one thing, I feel like they might probably ruin this. Oh my god, what is going on? Read messages on Twitch, see whisper in Twitch. What does that mean, dude? I'm sorry, that should hopefully fix it. I don't know why that happened. Okay, cool. This is me watch something so y'all can see shit. Anyway. Yeah, the packs, they need to be cheaper. And honestly, I'd be okay with, honestly, no, people, when the trailer first came out, people were like, who's even asking? Who even wanted this? And it's like, me, so shut the F up. No, I'm not. It's so hard. Why am I drinking tea when it's so hard? Because I am a crazy person and I love tea. This is almost but she keeps stealing my flip-flops, so she can eat shit. Anyway, yeah, like, people are like, who even wanted werewolves? Like, me, first of all, a bunch of other people. Anyway, fairies are just, I don't care. No, I do want fairies back. But, like, no, but I mean, if you compare, like, the vampires to, like, the aliens, then it's not even, like, or, like, the freaking mermaids. I don't know, it was such a rip-off, like, what even was the point of that? And then they had, like, a conspiracy theory that it was originally going to be a game pack, but then they decided to make it into an expansion pack for some reason. Because honestly, I believe that. Like, there's no reason it needed to be an expansion pack. And then, literally, the mermaids suck, honestly. Like, you know? Anyway, what am I watching next? Sims 3, all about werewolves, because... Okay, no. This guy, I love this guy. His name is Onyeabi Dwang. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but he is literally like my favorite Sims YouTuber. I love him. You need to watch this. He does like, hold on, okay. Alright guys, today I'm going to show you all the werewolf abilities in the Sims 3 season. So yeah, shout out Onyeabi Dwang, even though he's much better than me. He can't even werewolf for this and he created them. They just transform randomly and won't transform back. It's the biggest problem since the werewolves. They stay in their werewolf form and like all the time, and I'm like, stop. Can you just be normal for 5 seconds? What? Anyway. is she?
Take the liberty of washing your sex toy. By the way, this is very small. It could totally get lost up there, so you might want to...
Dude. Okay, can we talk about that? Not to be all like, oh, sex bad, but like, literal children watch YouTube. Like, you need more control. You need more. Freaking, what is a woman that you just know is freaking transphobia because it's literally why they hate trans people, and it's like, stop making me see this freaking ad. And it's, sorry, YouTube needs better ad, like, I mean, like, it's not even necessarily like that, although, like, and yeah, there's YouTube Kids, but like, dude, I was watching Sims videos on YouTube when I was like 10, okay, like, you know, it's like, it's just like, I don't know, like, why are we talking about, like, why is this what we're showing on YouTube, you know, like, I don't know. Anyway. trying to get collectibles, and I don't know, it's just like you have to look around for like the where this all this stuff is, and then
So I've got my essay written, and I've been working on it for about a week. So now I'm going to show you how I use Grammarly to edit. Okay, so here's my essay, and I'm going to click through Grammarly suggestions in the right panel.
Honestly, no. As a writer, a lot of the time the suggestions I get are just a pain because it'll be like all, I don't know, I'll say something really weird way because I think it's funny, and then it'll be like, oh, this is wrong, you should do this, and it's like, no, I did that on purpose because it's funny. Like, I can't even think of, I know it happens, or like, I'll have like a sentence fragment like, on purpose because, no, I don't think I actually ever do that, but like, or I'll use an apostrophe instead of ing, it's like, this is wrong, and it's like, literally, no it's not, or like, I remember, like, character names, because I write fanfic, will get marked as, like, spelled wrong, and it's like, no, it's not. Like, I remember, I literally, back when Microsoft Word was free, and that's what I used to write a lot, I remember I had to, like, add Samus to, like, the, like, I don't know, it was like you could say that, like, this is a word, I think you, like, added it to your dictionary, so it would, like, stop making it spelled wrong. And so I had to do that to Samus because I was losing my mind over, like, every time I would type Samus, it would be like, no, this is spelled wrong, or like, it's not a word, like, literally shut up. Anyway. Okay, wait. Can we talk about the freaking vampire hissing? They do it all the time, and it's like, uncontrollable hissing is like a vampire weakness, and it's like, why? They just do it all the time. The only difference is it sounds like other Sims will get, like, affected by it, or like whatever, or like other Sims will not want to be around them or whatever, but it's like, literally, they already hiss uncontrollably. Why? Like, I never did that. I never used that when I played with vampires because the regular hissing annoys me enough already, dude. There is a mod where you can, like, disable it, but it's, like, temporary disables it for, like, 20 days or something, but I mean, it's better than nothing. Anyway, I'm bringing that up because I really hope they don't do something like that with the whales. Like, they just constantly growl every, like, 5 seconds or something. They just start growling. Can we just please be normal? Them to actually make the pets that would mean, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. They need, like, interpack compatibility or whatever. And they're not going to do that because that's too much work. But I mean, I guess we could still get that, like, if it's just, like, an interaction across the board, like, or whatever. Is there? No, I think that's dust. I thought it was just some dust. Which is, I don't know if that's better. My room is dusty enough that I can see it. Anyway. But like, if it's like, I don't know why. I failed my programming class. My intro to programming class. But, to be fair, my one textbook came, and it was just, like, the pages, so I, like, tried to glue them to a piece of cardboard that I had lying around. But then I was too scared to actually open the book because I was scared that the pages would like fall out. So I literally never opened the textbook. So I'm a vampire, but my teeth are white and straight. Not limited to werewolves. Like, they can just muzzle their partner regardless of whether or not they're a werewolf, because honestly, that's adorable. Wait, there's this one Tumblr post. It's like, Snake putting Megan's foot in his mouth, no matter if he's solid floor, and the captions like, me giving my dog his sick toy, me isn't really interested in playing, and there's another one where it's reversed, so it's like taking the sword out of Megan's mouth, and it's like me taking the stick toy from the dog when he doesn't realize that he has to give it to me so I can throw it or something. I don't know, it's just reminded of that. Like, next pack better be fairies or I'm kicking somebody's ass. No, but I do still That's a little bit wavy face, but I believe Abi, this guy is Indonesian, and I don't think English is his first language. So, I believe what this is saying is that you summon out into a storm, and it basically makes collectibles appear more often. Yeah, I'm saying this like, no. I don't know if y'all like watching or what, but yeah, no, I love him. I do love him. And we also did have a collab with Comic Kevin, who is like my other favorite Sims YouTuber, even though he's not a Sims YouTuber. But yeah, you know, one of my favorite YouTubers in general, you know. Upload today. I don't honestly upload. Did he upload today? Honestly, I can't remember. You can gain the Alpha Wolf lifetime rewards for 20,000 points. You know, it's not a real thing in wolves, but these aren't wolves. They're werewolves, so you know, stuff is different, I guess. Because I love him, honestly. The Tommy Howell is so cute. Tommy Howell is adorable. Anyway. 30 days of subscribers. Wait, no. All 25 deaths and ghosts. Six logic. Which is super funny. It's really funny. Honestly.
I took the liberty of washing your sex toy. By the way, this is very small.
Ooh, dude.
Could totally get lost up there. So
Kids are gonna see this. Like, not to be all puritanical or whatever. Think of the children, but like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just, no. Phone keeps not charging and then charging because it's stupid. It's just like, kids don't need to know about sex toys, I feel like. Like, sex? Yeah. I mean, I believe it's, whatever. But, like, you know, like, obviously people have to learn about sex, but, like, you really have, I don't know, I just, like, little kids don't need to know about sex toys. Speaking of sex toys, when I was in like middle school, I literally thought that dildo was just another slang word for penis. It's like, you know, I don't know why. I didn't know what a dildo was. I thought it was just another slang term for penis. No, but like, I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not relevant at all.
Oh god, I just started a fire. Quick, let's scream right next to it unstoppably until the firefighter shows up. Wait, what? The house doesn't have any chairs nor dining tables? Well then, toilet it is. Oh no, look out, old lady, a car! Never mind. So your dead soul was taken by the Grim Reaper? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Don't be so sad. At least Grim can teach you a thing or two on playing FIFA after that. So you want to order a pizza but can't afford it because you don't have enough money? Just sell your fridge. Problem solved. Looks like your Sim's skin is too pale. She really needs a tan. Wait, what? The time is already 9 PM and it's winter. Well, it ain't stopping her from getting that gorgeous tan. Okay, let's see what's in your pocket. So there are apparently a lot of grocery products. Oh, so you're a supplier, I see. And then 22 birthday cakes for some reason. 3 gigantic space rocks. Several laptops of the same type. Oh, you're also an electronic supplier. Tons of musical instruments of a lot of types. Broadening your business to music too, huh? Great. A lot of cars, 8 of them actually. 4 boats, and finally a teddy bear. Wow, no wonder you're super buffed. Whoa guys, congratulations on having twins. They look really adorable. Let me take a look on their basic information. Oh, so they're Capricorn. That's a great zodiac sign. Wait, Virgo? But they're twins? How the hell is this possible? Oh, you just met a girl in the
signs don't matter.
street? Just go talk to her, flirt with her several times until you can kiss her, ask her to be your girlfriend, propose to her, get married, and make her pregnant all in the same day. Oh, what's that? Your horse is peeing? Oh, don't worry. We'll censor it for you just to be safe. So your sim is a smelly, creepy hobo with no friends and no social skill whatsoever. Just go talk to yourself in a mirror all day long and you can flirt with even the richest celebrity in the city. In this game, you can heckle a baby. A freaking innocent baby. What has this baby ever done to you? Aw, your baby has just been born? Congrats, I hope he'll become a great man. Wait, is that a text from someone? Quick, put the baby on the pavement and read it. What? Emily's throwing a huge party? Heck yeah, you'll be there. Finally, you've caught a huge tuna. You should put it in a fishbowl. Aw, it seems that you still don't have enough money to buy it. Oh well, let's just put it on the floor until you get paid. Finally got enough money. Let's put that huge tuna in the fishbowl. There you go, little fish. Oh, so you want to become a doctor but you don't have any degree nor any experience? That's okay. Just grab a newspaper, find a medical career from the job vacancy, practice playing chess for the whole day at the park, and you'll be qualified enough to become a neurosurgeon in no time. Oh boy, it seems that you just got caught cheating by your partner. Nah, don't worry. Just do the shaka bra thing over and over again with her, and I guarantee you that your partner will forgive you after that for some reason. Oh no, a burglar is breaking in. Quick, let's scream at him together while he's stealing the toilet. You could become a scary, ferocious werewolf that howls through the full moon, eats fresh meat, and can terrify people for life. But then you can play fetch, be rubbed in the belly, and get whacked by a rolled newspaper. Is this even a werewolf? You know what's the most powerful being in The Sims? Vampires? Nah. Werewolves? We've talked about it. It's the one and only pregnant Sims. Oh, you don't believe me? Let me prove it to you then. As you can see here, she is still alive and well with an anti-hunger need. She has an immunity to fire. Heck, she is still standing even after being hit by a meteor. She is completely invincible. What? My child sim can't play any musical instruments. Oh well, at least she can mix harmful chemicals and invent something using dangerous tools unsupervised. In this scenario, you're a firefighter that is currently working hard on putting out a huge house fire. You've broken the door and is going to save the sim trapped inside. Wait, what's that? Today's your birthday. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's celebrate it right here, right now. I don't even want to talk about it. Thank you so much guys for watching this unusual video. I hope that you click the like button below and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more Sims contents. You could also give some suggestions in the comments down below, ideas for my next videos. See you later.
Feels weird.
No! No! Stop! This is gonna
Let's
kill
see
me!
if that shield is.
The Sims 3. A vast real-life simulation game where you could upgrade the stove by hitting it with a hammer for 14 hours. And you can go to work because a box of pizza is blocking the door. And of course, like in every game, there should be some secrets and Easter eggs silently lurking deep in the game waiting to be found. Hello guys, my name is Only Abidoa and this is 50 Easter eggs and secrets in The Sims 3. Let's start with the first one. Sometimes a hot air balloon will fly above your town. If you zoom into the balloon's basket, you shall see two fake Sims in it. It seems that they're a couple. Sometimes when you look up to the sky, you could see a plane passing by the neighborhood. In Sunset Valley, if you press tab and go inside the left side of the school, you can see a US map. Similarly, on the right side of the school, there's also another US map, but it's reversed. If you take a look inside the police station rabbit hole, there's an image of a real person, but it seems blurred. It also uses the same image as wallpapers for both left and right walls of the police station. If you take a look at the door of the bistro in Sunset Valley, there's a blue logo plastered on it. It's actually a reverse old EA logo. The logo can also be seen in other places, but most of them aren't reversed. There's a fish called Tragic Clownfish. Its name and appearance is taken from the Tragic Clown, which is an NPC from The Sims 1 that entertains Sims but will always fail horribly. There's also another Tragic Clown reference on a carton of milk whenever Sim is cooking. If you take a look behind it, there's a picture of Tragic Clown, probably stating that he's missing. Still talking about Tragic Clown, if you go to Pleasant Rest Graveyard in Sunset Valley, you will find his grave. Based by the color of his ghost, the cause of his death is by drowning, but it seems rather odd since he has the hydrophobic trait. When you revive him, he wears a top hat and still has his clown makeup. If you edit him and remove his makeup, he looks miserable. It seems that he hides his sadness behind that makeup. Poor guy. In the science building in Sunset Valley, there's a big golden servo statue. Servo is a playable robot in The Sims 2. Since Sims 2 took place 50 years after Sims 3, this could probably mean that building Servo is a long time ago. And no, Simbot and The Sims 3 ambitions isn't the same as Servo, since they're not as advanced. In Sunset Valley, there are two huge rocks near the Crystal Springs fishing spot. There seems to be some kind of ancient alien carvings on both rocks. One rock shows a carving of what seems to be a UFO abducting humans, while the other rock shows the life of humans back then. In Riverview, which is a free DLC neighborhood, there is the return of one of the most renowned Sims in The Sims 2, Don Lothario. In the description of his household, it was said that he stepped into a teleporter while several women were laughing, probably referring to the Caliente sisters, and then arrived here. It was also mentioned in the trailer as one of Riverview's mysteries. Now he lives in a small bar. Why he got teleported here remains unknown. In the Sims 3 World Adventures, if you go to Chompless Sims France and go into map view, two of the French map view soundtracks originated from The Sims 1 Making Magic. The song used is the same as Magic Town's neighborhood soundtrack. In The Sims 3 Ambitions, in the new neighborhood Twinbrook, there's a jackalope next to a house located in the swamp area near the dam. Too bad it's fake. In Twinbrook, if you look far enough, you can see a metropolitan city with high-rise buildings from the distance. This could probably be a hint for the next expansion pack, which is The Sims 3 Late Night. If you go to Bridgeport, which is Late Night City, there's also a similar city that can be seen in the distance. Somewhere in Sunset Valley, you could find The Sims version of Stonehenge called Simhenge, which is pretty similar. You can find another two of these things in Riverview. Also, it's no surprise that you can also find another on Chompless Sims, though it functions both as a tomb and as a landmark. In Appaloosa Plains, a new neighborhood introduced in The Sims 3 Pets, you can find a huge dinosaur statue. Yeah, that's it. But wait, if you look behind it, there's an abundance of dinosaur bones scattered around. Wow, makes me wanna wish dinosaurs are a thing in The Sims 3, huh? You can find a Bigfoot somewhere in Appaloosa Plains. And of course, it's fake. Why didn't they just put him in the damn game? In Luna Lakes, a DLC world in The Sims 3 store, there's a graveyard that has 5 occupied tombstones, one of which includes Bella Goth's tombstone. This is rather odd since she looks really different from the Bella Goth we know. But the Sim Guru has confirmed that this is in fact the same Bella Goth in Pleasant View and Sunset Valley. How and why she ended up here remains unknown. This is a well-known mystery in Sims 3. In the edge of Sunset Valley, there's an old abandoned mine. What makes this really creepy are the glowing yellow eyes that appear deep in the darkness of the cave. The strange thing is that you can also discover the same cave in Twinbrook, Bridgeport, and Riverview. Appaloosa Plains also has two similar abandoned mines. One is on the edge of the town, and the other is near the criminal warehouse, but they don't have those creepy eyes anymore. In Roaring Heights, another DLC world from the Sims 3 store, if you take a look at the Town Hall building, you can see a render of the Sims 4 Sims. In a lot of neighborhoods, deceased Sims have abnormal color schemes. What makes it strange is that all of the dead Sims in that town have the same color, from their skin tones to their apparel. Each town has different color schemes. Green for deceased Sims in Twinbrook, Barnacle Bay, Luna Lakes, and Lucky Palms. Gray for Bridgeport, blue for Moonlight Falls and Isla Paradiso, red for Appaloosa Plains, purple for Sunlit Tides and Hidden Springs, brown for Aurora Skies, and yellow for Dragon Valley. In The Sims 3 Ambitions, if you look closely under the trampoline, there's a bat hanging upside down. This could be hinting for the next expansion pack, which is The Sims 3 Late Night. In The Sims 3 Generations, there's a small dog culprit located behind the baby mysterious gnome. It could be a hint for the next expansion pack, which is The Sims 3 Pets. There's also another hint regarding this expansion pack. In The Sims 3 Ambitions, if you travel to the past with the time machine, your sim may get a message about horse riding and how it could be useful in the future. Oh yeah, talking about the baby gnome, in The Sims 3 Generations, you can actually make a gnome family. If you have two mysterious Mr. Gnomes, there's a chance that they will have a baby gnome. Gnomes now actually have life stages like normal Sims. The gnomes will grow from toddler, child, an edgy looking teenager, adult, which is basically the normal gnome, and finally elder. After some time, the elder will die and a gnome tombstone will be spawned. There's an arch in build mode called Archway of Heaven, which is a clear reference to the song Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. Even the description also references the first few lines of the song. In The Sims 3 Pets, there's a painting called Rainbows, Lasers, Cat, which looks a lot like the popular internet meme Nyan Cat or Nyan Cat or whatever it's called. There's also another reference about it in The Sims 3 University Live. There's a shirt with a picture similar with Nyan Cat but with the face of a bunny instead. Whenever a sim with the virtual supreme takes a shower, they will always sing. Sims from children to elder can do it, and the song also differs for every voice. In the backyard of the Goth family in Sunset Valley, there is a small gothic graveyard with some tombstones lying around. The deceased Sims are mostly related to the Goth family itself, but one deceased Sim called Lolly the Goth stands out from the others. If you revive her and check her family tree, she doesn't have anything related to the Goth family. Some players make theories saying that she is Gunter Goth's ex-wife. Others say that she is set as a placeholder for Gunter's sister in The Sims 2, Frida Goth, but the real truth about her remains unexplained. If a picnic basket has been placed for too long, an army of ants will come and steal the food inside the basket. It's a long animation, but it's satisfying to watch. In Starlight Shores, a city introduced in The Sims 3 Showtime, there's a big billboard showing a sim. It exactly looked like the box cover of one of EA's famous game, Battlefield 3. There's a space rock with the name Velocite, which name is obviously taken from Bella Goth's name, and Sporesite, which is a reference to EA's other game, Spore. If you're a fan of gem collecting in Sims 3, you might know a gem called Tiberium. In The Sims 3, it's a very valuable gem after being cut. It's even more valuable when the gem grows to its bigger size, being worth a hefty 40k simoleons. This gem is actually originated from one of EA's games, Command and Conquer series, which is basically the center of the plot. In the game, the gem is highly radioactive, while in The Sims 3, you'll only get the Visceroidal nausea model when you have it in your inventory for too long. Visceroids are mutants caused by this gem's radioactivity. If you have channel Stroller 27 inches Deluxe TV and look at the things under it, you can see the box cover of My Sims and The Sims 2 Castaway. If you have The Sims 3 Generations, you can pull a prank on other Sims by setting a jump scare in the computer. The creature that popped up looks exactly like the Bigfoot from The Sims 2, except that it has lighter color. In The Sims 3 Ambitions, if you explore the shiny drilling hole from the drill miner, you may receive a message saying that your sim met a rabbit on the way. This is a reference of the rabbit from the animated movie Alice in Wonderland. Still in Ambitions, if you enter the time machine and go to the future, you will get several messages. There's a chance that you'll get a message saying that some sort of shepherd saving the galaxy from an ancient machine threat. This is actually a reference to the Mass Effect series, one of EA's game franchise. You can also get a message saying that your sim stands up for miners' rights on Mars. This is also a reference to a game called Red Faction Guerrilla. There's a poster in buy mode called Detention Hall. The image in the poster is actually referencing the movie The Breakfast Club. There are some references in books, such as a book called Game of Thrones, referencing a Game of Thrones, a book called The Silence of the Lambs, referencing the novel and the film The Silence of the Lambs, a book called The Vampire Blocks, referencing the novel series The Vampire Diaries, a book called Plan 8 from Lunar Lakes, referencing the film Plan 9 from Outer Space, and finally a book called Where's Bella, which is both referencing the disappearance of Bella Goth in The Sims 2 and the children's book Where's Waldo. There's a painting called Dancing Bunny, which shows the social bunny from The Sims 2 dancing. Duh. If you go to Bridgeport, you can see a billboard showing an advertisement and a picture of a sim. This is a reference to the lawyer in the TV show Breaking Bad called Saul Goodman and his billboard advertisement with the phrase "Better Call Saul." If you have The Sims 3 Supernatural, there are a set of paintings that look normal by day, but at 6 PM, they change their appearance to the preview version of themselves. They will change back to normal at 6 AM. In The Sims 3 Seasons, on the festival ground, there is a picture of a sim on the face painting tab. He looks a lot like Bob Ross, a distinguished painter in real life. Still in Seasons,
Yeah, this one. This one. This one is this happy little trees, and we got this. I love Bob Ross. I've never seen the show, but I love him.
if you have a UFO or the Galaxa space car and already upgraded it to support space travel, you can go to a planet named 6M. 6M is actually Maxis, the game developer company of The Sims, spelled backwards. In The Sims 3 University Life, one of the university mascot dances is called Mascot Dance Style. It resembles the famous Gangnam Style dance. Still in University Life, there are some murals from the street art skill that are a reference. For example, you can create a mural of an eye, which resembles one of the eyes in the game's 4. There's also a mural of a face, which closely resembles the face of Walter White, aka Heisenberg, the main character of the TV show Breaking Bad. One more reference from Breaking Bad is a mural of an RV, which resembles the one Heisenberg used. In Sims University neighborhood, if you look at the movie posters in front of the cinema, there are some that resembles real-life movies. There's one that resembles the movie Black Swan, while another one resembles the movie Iron Man. In the Sims 3 Island Paradise, there's a poster called Jaws. This is a clear reference to the movie Jaws. In the Sims 3,
My cousin, we had a movie night one time, and we watched we had like a projector and stuff, and so we watched Jaws, and my cousin was 4 at the time. I think he's still 4. But no, he's not. He's not 5. But he loved it. He got a little toy shag with his favorite thing. He was running around singing the Jaws. It was so funny.
Into the Future, the name of the time traveler Amit Relivar, when read backwards, is actually Time Traveler. There's a futuristic car in the Sims 3 Into the Future called the Lorraine Flying Roadster. It's a clear reference from the movie Back to the Future, where the protagonist's time machine is called DeLorean. One more from Into the Future is the households in Oasis Landing. One of the household consists of 2 members. One is a woman called Chelsea, and the other is a plumbot called Gladys. This is a reference of the game Portal, where the protagonist is called Chell, and the antagonist is a robot called GLaDOS. There's also another household that consists of a man called Friedrich Rama, a woman called Lila Turney, and a plumbot called Bendo. This is a reference to the animated TV series Futurama, where the main characters are called Fry, Lila, and a robot named Bender. Those are 50 Easter eggs and secrets for you to discover in The Sims 3. There are still a lot more secrets and Easter eggs that I didn't mention here, so write down in the comments below on what you found. Thank you so much guys for watching another Sims video with my own voice. I hope that you click the like button below, and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more Sims content. You could give some suggestions in the comments below for the next videos. See you later!
more fun little details than Sims 2 and 4. The Sims 3.
Win at work by communicating
Shut
effectively
up,
with
Grammarly.
Grammarly.
Meet Todd. He is emailing a difficult client.
I think.
Hello guys, this is Only Doang, and today I'm going to be doing another video about fun little details in The Sims 3 for PC and Mac that's not in The Sims 2 and The Sims 4. This is a second video that I made about The Sims 3 details, so if you haven't, you can check out the previous Sims 3 details video that I made several months ago, or you can just watch this one first and then the other, it doesn't matter. As always, before we take a look at the details,
Sims 3 had chinchillas. But there's a mod that I found that lets you get more like small animals, including chinchillas.
I'm going to make several clarifications and corrections of the details in the previous video first. In the last video, I mentioned that Sims can sit on the toilet to do stuff when there's no chairs around in Sims 3. You can also do things on the toilet in Sims 4, but they need to use the toilet as well because of multitasking. While in The Sims 3, it only acts as a chair replacement when there's no available chairs around. Also, on the same entry, I mentioned that they can sit on the edge of bathtubs in Sims 3, in which they actually cannot in Sims 4, so that detail still stands out. I mentioned that pets can look out from windows in Sims 3. Turns out that pets in Sims 2 can also kinda do that on bay windows as well through the chill and sit interaction. I also have to admit that the freeing burglar thing in Sims 3 can also be done in Sims 2 by clicking on the police car while the burglar is already caught. Because of that, instead of showing 50 more details, I'm gonna show you 52 details instead to cover up those 2 mistakes, so we'll be starting from number 49. Also, if there are still some details that I got wrong in the video, feel free to let me know so maybe I can at least clarify or correct it in a pinned comment. Without further ado, let's take a look at that. When a mail carrier is being chased by a dog, you can see some mails dropping to the ground as the mail carrier runs. Dogs can chase mail carriers in Sims 2, but no drop mails can be
Such
seen.
a person who
Bookcases have 3 states in The Sims 3: barely filled, partially filled, and fully filled. These states are based.
Sims 4? It's like, ugh, bothers me so much. There are some like book, like decoration objects that you could put on bookcases in The Sims 4, but it just, I don't know, like, I don't like it. It bothers me that, like, it's always the same amount of books on the bookcase, no matter how many books you actually have. And, like, it bothers me so much. And none of the bookcases look particularly full, honestly. They're like half, they're only like half full, and it bothers me.
On the number of books in the bookcase, and it applies to every bookcase in the game. Bookcases don't change at all in
Like,
Sims
look at
2 and
that.
Sims 4.
There's so much empty space. This I don't mind because it's at least like full. But there's so much empty space.
When painting, Sims
Pointing to the screen instead of using your mouse.
with specific traits may paint a painting with their own
That's
unique
self-stuff,
style.
right?
The left painting is the default one, while the right painting is the stylized one. Here's a painting from Sims with the trait artistic, virtuoso, insane, can't stand art, evil, computer whiz, neurotic, genius, and grumpy. Sims can have a favorite food in which they can pick from Create a Sim or be picked at random for Sims who were born. Sims will be happier when they eat their favorite food. They may also cook their favorite food on.
Why can't we have that in The Sims 4 too? Like, I don't know. Let's just. Like, I don't know. I feel like that would be annoying. Maybe it will be. I don't know. But like, you know, I don't know.
Anonymously if they know how to cook them. You can also find them talking about their favorite food in a conversation.
If we did get
Sims can also have a favorite music genre. When they are listening to their favorite music genre from the stereo, they will get a better enjoying music moodlet. They may also set the stereo to their favorite genre automatically.
I guess I kind of have that now.
One last favorite thing Sims can have is favorite color.
Yeah.
This feature serves no purpose other than as a conversation topic until the Sims 3 Enter the Future expansion pack, where you can set the sonic shower wave color to your favorite color so your height unit will increase quicker, and you can order a synthesized drink of your favorite color from the drink synthesizer to gain additional positive mood loop. If children or teenagers haven't gone to school yet when it's already on schedule, adult Sims can directly tell them to go to school through a social
Why
interaction.
is this lady doing that?
Deceased Sims gravestone will have these symbols based on how they die. Every type of deaths has their own unique icons, so you can get a clue on how they die. You can change your Sim's name legally without
I don't really kill many Sims, so. But this. I don't think it even tells you how they died. And the gravestone, so we're talking about Sims died, I think. You can only see that through the family tree. I literally only know because I watched comic and Sims 4 series like 4 times at this point.
cheats through the city hall. You can edit both your first name and your last name here. Cats can hunt on ponds, lakes, or beaches for fish. Their success chance is based on their hunting skill, so they may also get some junk instead.
Honestly, not fan of that. Not because of anything, just because it's letting your pets, specifically cats, but I mean also dogs, run around outside is terrible for both the cat and the native populations. Anyway.
When playing rock, paper, scissors, one of the Sims can cheat by scaring the opponent instead. If you go to the bookstore, you can buy various food recipes. Some recipes requires you to reach certain level in cooking skill to be read. If learned, you'll be able to cook the food. The vacation worlds from Sims 3 World Adventures also have their own unique food recipes.
It's not like you. I think the only recipes you can like learn anyway other than just leveling up is the ones from City Living.
Besides food, there are also elixir recipes, music books so you can play certain instrumental songs, and fishing books to learn how to catch certain fish. You can own multiple houses in The Sims 3. You can either use the computer and choose the residential lot you want, or click on any empty residential lot. Once bought, the lot can now be accessible by your household, and you can edit them with Build By mode. You can also set the lot as your household's main home if you want.
Vacation homes? That would actually be like, if that was with Island Living, then it might actually be with $30. No, I'm kidding. But like, literally, there's a whole beach row, but you can't even have vacation homes. Like you can't like own a second home. You can only rent stuff, which is something. And also, I don't know what to solve Granite Falls and Selva Dorada, or you can't like actually live there. Which Granite Falls, if you could, I guess, say that it's just like a campsite, but Selva Dorada is not just a campsite. Like you could literally, I don't know.
While it's knowing, insane, absent-minded, or clumsy Sims will have the chance to create a snow angel by falling down face.
Introducing the all-new Flawless Brows, the instant, painless
I made
precision hair remover.
Clumsy in The Sims 3, which I don't We don't even have that trait in The Sims 4, which sucks because it's so funny. And like, I was like, why does my staff keep breaking? And then I think I made another Sim clumsy, and I was like, I was reading the description, and it was like, this Sim will fix up my office. So, okay, that makes sense. And also, I got my first ever buyer playing my Sim in The Sims 3.
Face first in Sims 3 season.
That was the only, I think that was the only time I got a buyer. Like, I ever had a buyer. I might have, did I have another one? No, I don't think I did.
When an investigator from Sims 3 Ambitions is searching for clues, they will do this iconic sneaky walk while looking through a magnifying glass to the ground.
Hilarious.
Pregnant Sims can experience food cravings in the form of wishes that you can choose to fulfill.
Honestly,
Sometimes it's
I do wish pregnancies were a little bit longer. Like, I know there are mods where you can adjust the pregnancy one, but like, I know you can with Wicked and Wonderful Limbs, and somebody said you could with MC Command Center, but I don't. I don't think I have it anymore for some reason. I had it, and I mostly just used it to edit relationships when I didn't feel like actually like building relationships with Sims. I just wanted them to have a relationship automatically. Also in The Sims 3, you can make Sims. You can have like two Sims that are dating instead of just either roommates or married. That's the only like two options you have in The Sims 4. In The Sims 3, you can make them dating, which is sick.
just a random specific food, but you can also get a weird combination like ice cream and spaghetti. If this is the case, you need to eat one and then the other, not both at the same time, unfortunately.
That would be
If you're a
sick
journalist,
if you had like a pregnancy craving, you could make that specific thing.
and then you write
When she was pregnant, I don't think she had any cravings.
a negative review of a public place like a restaurant or a theater, you will get additional work performance, but your sim will be banned from entering and accessing the place temporarily.
Oh, it's only different.
In Sims 3
It's
January,
gonna be like, dude, you made like a bad review about like a restaurant, and you just cannot. They see you and they just kick you out immediately. No.
Patients, elder sims who already have grandchildren can boast about their grandchildren to other sims. They will then show off a collection of their family photos to the other sim. Cats can lie down on a newspaper that's on the floor to replenish their energy need. Stray cats always do this in front of your sim's house. You can find a deer wandering and hopping around the neighborhood in The Sims 3 Pets. Deer can also eat and destroy your plants, so watch out for them. There are 3 interactions.
A few days ago, actually, when I was driving home from work. I don't remember where it was. I think my brother still refused. Oh, we at least have Wi-Fi, so that's nice. Yep. Anyway, yeah.
Actions you can do to them. Shoo them, watch them from a distance, or pet them. If you take out a juice from the fridge, it will be in the form of
driving to work, and a deer came running down the street. And I was like, okay, hi.
a juice box, and your sim will drink it using a straw. Sims drink juice from a can in Sims 2 while they drink juice from a glass in Sims 4. If an adult is having a midlife crisis in Sims 3 Generations, they may occasionally check for wrinkles on their face through the mirror. This is an autonomous interaction that cannot be done manually. You can buy strollers in The Sims 3 Generations. Strollers can be used for babies and toddlers as a way to entertain them by strolling around the neighborhood. There are still no strollers in Sims 4 at the time I'm recording this, but I don't know, maybe it'll come in a future expansion pack. In Sims 3 Seasons, Sims can online date through the computer. When making your profile,
get a Generations type pack, which you'd expect to be there, but no.
it will automatically be filled, but you can also edit the profile and lie about your traits and body types. Besides that, you can browse the other Sims profiles and check incoming messages and friend requests. If you decide to meet up with one of them, the other Sim may get angry if you lie about your profile. Instead of a bunch of Z's, Vampire snores with V's, while Simbot snores with a bunch of zeros and ones, referencing the binary code. In Sims 3 Seasons, when it's snowing, the snow on the ground actually builds up slowly over time and it also has depths. The snow in Sims 2 Seasons also have depths, but the snow on the ground builds up in an instant. In the Sims 4 Seasons, however, they do build up slowly, but the snow has no depth overall on all worlds.
This is Lumen, the first device for hacking your metabolism. With just one breath, Lumen tells you what you're currently burning for energy.
Worlds. Well, except for this one particular area on the world Mount Komorebi from Sims 4 Snowy Escape, but the snow depth stays that way all the time and it still doesn't apply to other areas.
Why?
In The Sims 3 Supernatural, there's a magical broomstick made for kids that has additional training wheels attached to it. Children cannot even use magic brooms in The Sims 2 and The Sims 4. When in a hot tub, if Sims have a stereo in their inventory, they can automatically put it near the hot tub. When sunbathing on a beach towel in Sims 3 Island Paradise, there's an option to put up an umbrella, put on a stereo right next to you, and read a book if you have one in your inventory. Cats and dogs can snuggle and sleep together with their puppies or kittens on a big pet bed. You can invent a drill miner in Sims 3 Ambitions, which can then use to drill the ground for gems and metals anywhere. But if you try drilling a hole near the police station until the hole is empty, one or several criminals may come out and escape from it, thanking you afterwards. You can then go to the criminal warehouse to receive your reward. Besides drill miner, you can also invent a time machine. But what's cool is that if you try for baby in the time machine, it can result in a sim coming out and saying they're the child of both of the sim. It will always be an elder if you do it in the future, but it can either be a teen or a young adult if done in the past. And yeah, they adapt so fast they already have their own smartphone from the start. Anyway, thanks to Twitter user @WhaleArtWarlock for informing me about this. In The Sims 3 Generations, elders will have the option to pinch any kid's cheeks. The kid can either embrace it or refuse to be pinched. When doing homework, teenage witches may slam their pencil, resulting in their homework getting done instantly. But there's a chance they will get singed instead of doing it. You can have ghost babies. If the parents are a human and a ghost, there's a 50% chance the offspring will also be a ghost. Their color is based on the ghost parent's color. But if both parents are ghosts, then it's a 100% chance. Ghost leaders are also possible in Sims 3 pets. In Sims 2, ghosts cannot even be interacted, and in Sims 4, ghosts are unable to try for baby. If you have level 8 in handling skill, you can upgrade the stereo to have speakers wired around the house. After the upgrade, the entire house can now hear the music when the stereo is on and gain its positive mood loop. But its downside is when the stereo is on, everyone who is sleeping in the house will be woken up. Mail carrier have the chance to deliver your bills angrily and throw them to the ground instead of putting them in a mailbox. Sims can fish straight from the edge of platforms if it's on a pond or on the sea. They can also fish from several stories high, as long as it's still near any body of water. I don't know why you will do that, but hey, whatever floats your boat. If you use the Buy Debug On cheat, you can find this bed called Bed and Breakfast Topical Cod from the debug category that can be bought for free. The bed appears to be piled up with trash. If a sim is sleeping on it, their hygiene it will decay faster. I'm not sure whether there are ways to obtain this bed without cheats, but if you want to live your sim hobo life, now you know the perfect bed for it. Aliens can give out their secret information to military and gain money. They can also take a part-time job as a test subject in the science facility. At night, aliens can steal several space rock from the science facility, but there's a chance they will get arrested by the police and be locked up in prison. Moved-in aliens from Sims 3 seasons have their own UFO as a vehicle anyone can use. This vehicle teleports to the destination, can be used to prank selected Sims by fake abducting them, and create a storm. Besides that, if you have enough handiness skill, you can upgrade it so you can either go to space or invade community lot and ensue chaos. Pets can exorcise objects possessed by ghosts, and aggressive pets can scare ghosts back to their tombstones. In Sims 3 Pets, besides buying small pets from its cage, Sims can find and befriend or catch them straight from the wild. You can befriend rodents, turtles, snakes, birds, and reptiles, and you may find uncommon or rare species from the wild. You can also fail though. Once caught, they can then be placed to their corresponding cages. Sims will react to the sound of doorbell when someone is visiting. Tattoos in The Sims 3 are highly customizable. You can set its scale, opacity, color, and you can even combine up to 5 tattoos on the same area. Mastering certain skills will reward you with a certificate being sent to you. The certificate can be proudly hung on your wall or be sold for 1,000 simoleons. Almost every skill has their own unique certificate with unique descriptions as well. The Sims 3 Island Paradise adds many types of water vehicles. Sims can ride pedal.
I'm fully vaccinated, dude. Shut.
Pedal boats, windsurfers, swan boats, rowboats, sailboats, speedboats, jet skis, and even taxi boat if you don't own any water transportation. Sims can also water ski with speedboats. Sims 4 Island Living only has jet skis and canoes as far as water transportation goes, and only one sim can ride them at a time. Sims can buy a sleeping bag in The Sims 3 generations.
Yeah.
Besides that,
I forget the only reason I bought a camping package, can't remember what it's called, is because I wanted a sleeping bag. But it doesn't even have the sleeping bag. So I had to get a freaking, I had to download like CC for that.
and they are also portable, meaning that your sim can sleep virtually everywhere. Sims with the Daredevil trait can disgust Sim by eating some random junk from the ground right in front of them. When your sim is cooking and a pet is watching you, you can throw a scrap of the food you're currently cooking to the ground so they can eat it. Cats and dogs can scratch the door to enter someone's house. It's kinda like visiting the neighbor but as pets. After scratching the door, the owner of the house will then pet them and you can gain access into their house, and then proceed to be on their floor or whatever. There's this unique plant called Omni Plant that you can get by completing an opportunity from your phone once you have high skill in gardening, or from fishing if you're lucky. You can also buy them through the Buy Debug cheat. If planted, you can feed them objects like fish, books, ingredients, or even toys. Once it matures, fed item will be replicated and you can harvest them. So those are 50 more fun little details in The Sims 3 that's not in The Sims 2 and The Sims 4. Before ending this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to these Twitter users for helping me on cross-checking the details and make sure it's not in other Sims games. Their contributions are highly appreciated. Anyway, thank you so much guys for watching this video. I hope that you like it, and if you haven't, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more Sims videos like this. You can also comment down below.
Honestly. You only care about 3 more. No, I'm kidding. Kind of. Since the Generations is the best expansion ever. see. Even the Katy Perry one that you can't even get anymore. Well, you can't buy it. You can still get it illegally, which you should not do. Even though you cannot buy it anymore, you should still not download it illegally. You should find a way, if you want it, you should find a way to buy it, it's like the worst thing. I don't know, figure it out yourself.
Sims 4. A game filled with hidden secrets and Easter eggs. No, not this kind of Easter egg, but references to pop culture, movies, games, and more. Yeah, this game is filled with this. Hello guys, this is Ongabi Doang, and today I'm gonna be showing you 50 Easter eggs and secrets that you might not know in The Sims 4. Of course, there are a lot more than 50, but I'll only be covering 50 of them, so it won't be too long. If you've known any Easter eggs or secrets that I didn't mention here, let me know in the comments. Okay, here we go. Sometimes when your Sims paint, they might paint this weird creature. It's actually a reference to one of the creatures from the game Spore, which is a game also published by EA. If you're feeling angry or playful or have the mean or evil traits, you will unlock a new interaction in a computer or tablet called Troll the Forums. Yeah, the typo is intentional, which correlates to the real-life internet trolls, where people intentionally bait other people online to get a reaction. There's a poster you can buy called Henry Puffer poster that shows some kind of a wizard kid. This is an obvious reference to the character Harry Potter. If you were an avid Sims 1 player, you might know this one. You can buy a painting called Tragic Clown. It functions the same as what the painting do in The Sims 1. Well, almost. When you do the few Tragic Clown interaction to it, the Sim will stare at it for a second and then cry. After that, a sound effect will play and a notification will appear saying that the Tragic Clown is nearby. A few moments later, he or she will appear and is supposed to look like this, and then they are supposed to cheer you up and try to entertain you, but will always fail miserably. But it's a bit buggy now because it will now summon a random Sim with the tag Tragic Clown. But they don't look like the clown at all and won't make you sad. Additionally, you can still have access to the clown makeup, hair and outfit, have the set clown moodlet, and do the special interaction like fail juggle and tragic cheer up. There are tons of references to book titles in The Sims 4. For example, there's
I wish was in Sims, when your Sim gets married, they have like a wedding ring. I don't know, maybe that's in my watching celebrities. Anyway, no, like, sometimes I'll give the Sim. Sometimes when like Sims get like married or engaged, I'll give them a ring, but mostly it's kind of pain, and I wish it was like the one swing, that's what it swings higher, faster, and all.
called Lord of the Swings, which is a reference to Lord of the Rings, A Game of Groans, which is a reference to A Game of Thrones, the later games referencing the Hunger Games, the first unicorn referencing the last unicorn, the little train that couldn't referencing the little engine that couldn't, the frequently ending story referencing the never ending story, How I Dumped Your Father referencing How I Met Your Mother, Akira Yamamoto, sorry, that's a tombstone, the 50 Shades of My Windows referencing 50 Shades of Grey, Charlotte's Peak referencing Charlotte's Web, The Swift and the Angries referencing The Fast and the Furious, Where the Boardwalk Ends referencing Where the Sidewalk Ends, and a lot more book references that I probably can't mention here in one go, so go find it out yourself in the game. If you watch the TV, you might notice the scenes that were used in TV channels are actually recorded in The Sims 3. Another TV Easter egg is if you watch the Romance channel, you might find this TV show that you can watch with the story of a British royal family or some sort. It's actually referencing the plot of the TV show Downton Abbey. Even the title card looks similar. There's an unlockable punching bag that has some kind of a button combo on the side of it. It's actually a reference to the game Street Fighter, and the button combo is actually the famous Hadouken combo. One of the terrain brush is called Field of Flowers, with the description, perfect for singing and skipping, especially when wearing curtains. This is a reference to the movie The Sound of Music, in the scene where the children were being taught to sing on a hill and they began skipping while wearing curtains at their clothing. When you're
No! Disney's gonna kill me!
The legacy of that shield.
Shut up.
When you're hacking, you will always hear this sound effect, which sounds a lot like when you're trying to connect to the internet by using dial-up connection. In the loading screen, you might find tips that says, "What power? The power of voodoo. Voodoo, you do with high level of mischief skill." This is a reference to the movie Labyrinth on the first few lyrics of the song Magic Dance, performed by David Bowie. In Oasis Springs, there's a household called the Roomies and it consists of 3 men and 1 woman. This household is actually a reference to a TV show called New Girl. What strengthens this reference is the fact that the household's description says that this seems like a TV sitcom, and the name of the actress for one of the main characters is Zoe Deschanel, while the name of the woman in the household is called Zoe Patel. The title for the Level 1 programming skill book is Turn It Off and On Again. This is a reference from the TV show IT Crowd with its famous running gag.
Hello, IT? Have you tried turning it off and on again? Hello, IT? Have you tried turning it off and on again?
If you take a look at the lesson menu, there's a page explaining about bugs in the game. If you look closely, there's an additional page below it called Bunnies, and the page description only says, "Yep, Bunnies," and nothing else. This is of course a reference to the cartoon character Bugs Bunny from Looney Tunes. Like in Sims 3, you can actually influence your baby's gender while pregnant. To increase the chance for a boy, eat more carrots and listen to alternative music genre from the stereo. To increase the chance for a girl, eat more strawberries and listen to pop music genre from the stereo. If you buy the Tea Magic Personal Brewer, you can actually brew teas. One of the tea was named Earl Grey Hot. This is a reference to Star Trek, where Picard, the captain of the USS Enterprise, always ordered tea with that exact phrase.
Tea Earl Grey Hot. Tea Earl Grey Hot.
In the mixology skill, you can actually make a drink called Dim and Gusty, which is a reference.
I don't think Earl Grey is really a tea that people drink cold, so I don't like Earl Grey. No, but it's like maybe I'm not.
To a drink in real life called Dark and Stormy. There's a hidden achievement called What Makes a Sim Turn Neutral that can be achieved by having the fine moodlet for 48 hours. The name of the achievement is referencing from a phrase in one of the Futurama episodes.
What makes a man turn neutral? Lust for gold?
There's also an achievement called Hello Darkness My Old Chum that can be achieved by befriending the Grim Reaper. The name of this achievement is a reference to the famous first few lyrics of the song The Sound of Silence with the phrase Hello Darkness My Old Friend. Another Futurama reference can be found on one of the frogs that you can find. There's a frog called Hypnofrog, which is referencing the Hypnotoad, a toad that can hypnotize and manipulate minds in the show. In build mode, there's a window called Fenestral Maneuvers in the Dark, which is a reference to an electronic music band.
Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I should play the Sims 3, and like I'll open it up and then like it takes so long to load. And so but I don't know what I was gonna say. Because Sims 3 that would just take so long to load. And the Sims 4 is the Sims 4.
Called Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark. You can actually change the type of water puddles by
like the Sims 4 and the Sims 3. And the Sims 3, well, I do have that also. Yeah, I don't know. I like the Sims, you know?
going to the buy mode and use the design tool. What makes it interesting is that you can change the biggest type of puddle into a duck shape. You can find pen pals from the computer, in which they will send you postcards depending on where the pen pal is from. The postcards can come from Sunset Valley, Isla Paradiso, Twin Brook, Dragon Valley, Moonlight Falls, and a lot more. Those places are actually a few Sims 3 worlds that you can actually play in, except the postcard that comes from Little Haven, which is a town from the Sims Social. If you upgrade your stereo with better reception, you will unlock a new radio station genre called Retro. If played, you will listen to several soundtracks from The Sims 1, Sims 2, and The Sims 3.
Stitch Fix. Get pieces that fit you in 3 easy steps. Tell us your style and size. We learn what you like.
Unless it's like an online shop. I don't know.
In The Sims 4 Outdoor Retreat, there's an insect that you can catch called Dust Spirit, with a round spiky black body and big round eyes. This is a reference to a creature in the animated movie Spirited Away, called Soot Sprites, that looks exactly like that.
Wait, speaking of Ghibli, Spirited Away is the only Ghibli movie I've seen. But I was at Barnes & Noble a few days ago and I saw a Totoro plushie. Did consider buying it, even though I've never seen that movie, because apparently Totoro is supposed to be a chinchilla, and I love chinchillas. Mickey. Like, my favorite Pokemon is Mangino because it's a chinchilla Pokemon. And I have a chinchilla, which is why, as I said earlier, I do have a chinchilla, which is the reason I like them so much. But, yeah.
Still in Outdoor Retreat, you can find some objects with the name Wolf Pits, and the
Outdoor Retreat is good, actually.
description says that he's a television wilderness expert. This is a reference to a real-life television wilderness expert, Bear Grylls. In The Sims 4 Get to Work, you can find a patient with an illness called Bloody Head. This is a reference to one of the diseases in the game Dame Hospital with a similar name. Still in Get to Work, if you take a closer look at the author of the baking skill books, the 3rd volume was written by the Swedish chef. This is a reference to one of the characters from Sesame Street with the same name. The 2nd volume was written by Frank Oz, while the 1st volume was written by Bill Beretta. Both of them were once the puppeteer of Swedish chef. If you're in the scientist career, you can invent a satellite dish that could do stuff such as making hive minds, prevent abductions, etc. But another feature that's unique is that if you place it in your home lot and then check the channels of your TV, there will be a new channel with some random symbols as the name. If you watch it, it will broadcast some alien TV programs such as sitcoms, news, sport news, and cooking shows.
So funny.
If you're a scientist, while brainstorming, you'll get a moodlet with the description for science. Successful brainstorming is successful, which is a reference to the formulaic sentence meme XY is X or redundant adjectives are redundant. You can go to an alien world called Planet Sixam with the scientist career or using the rocket science skill. The name of the planet is actually Maxis, the developer of The Sims, spelled backwards. In Spooky Stuff Pack, you can buy paintings that might look normal at first, but after a while, it will change to a creepy version of themselves. In The Sims 4 Get Together, if you go to the island here called the Bluffs and take a look far out into the sea, sometimes you might find a sea monster peeking out from the sea for a while before submerging again. It was already confirmed that this sea monster is a she and is named Emily. Also, since this is a special effect, if you have some kind of special effect player mod, you can do this. Still in Get Together, you can play a tabletop game called Don't Wake the Llama. If you look closely on how the game is played, it's a bit similar to another real-life tabletop game, Jenga.
You need like a
There's a
special table for that though, right? Like, I don't that you need. I don't know, like with chess, I don't really care as much. It's like, you don't just have this table of fake Jenga. You could, you know?
Tool and get together called High Ground, and the description says something about a fight near a pool of lava. This is a reference to a scene in Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, where Obi-Wan Kenobi was dueling against Anakin Skywalker with the catchphrase,
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
In Get Together, where the game introduced the club system, there are some pre-made clubs, two of which were named Paragon and Renegade. This is a reference to another EA's game franchise, Mass Effect, where the two alignment choices the protagonist can choose were Paragon and Renegade. In The Sims 4 Dine Out, if you're currently dining out with someone, you can do the social interaction bemoan like of banana for scale. This is a reference to the well-known internet meme banana for scale. In The Sims 4 City Living, in some of the districts, you might find a lot of Sims hustling and bustling from the distance, but you can't go near them to take a closer look unless if you press tab and go to the free camera mode. After taking a closer look, turns out that they are actually fake Sims with really bad textures. And boy oh boy do they look terrifying.
Glass door.
Still in City Living, there's the return of the game console. One of the new games you can play is called Density Effect. The name and the gameplay itself is an obvious reference to the Mass Effect series. Also, after you finish the game, you might get a moodlet called Commander Shepard, which is a reference to the main protagonist of the game, Commander Shepard. Still related to the game console, another new game you can play is called Genie's Curse. After you finish it, you might get a moodlet in which the description says something about the princess is in another video game, which is a reference from Super Mario Bros. When you beat a world and Toad will say, but the princess is in another castle. There's a painting in The Sims 4 City Living called This Cake Is No Lie. This is a reference to the game Portal with the famous catchphrase, the cake is a lie. There's a new radio station introduced in The Sims 4 City Living called S-Pop. The songs in the station sounds like a mix between K-pop or Korean pop and J-pop or Japanese pop. In The Sims 4 Parenthood, you can finally buy a private journal to maintain children and teenagers' emotional stability. When you're selecting the colors, there's actually a black color and it looks pretty similar to the Death Note from the manga and anime with the same name. Still in Parenthood, you can buy a doctor playset that can be used by children. If your children use the toy frequently, after they grew up and work as a doctor from The Sims 4 Get to Work, they will gain a moodlet called Become a Doctor and mention that this is your dream job as a child. The same also applies to the veterinarian business from The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs. In Toddler's Stuff Pack, you will find 4 similar decor items called My Stumps. The description of those objects is a reference to the song My Humps by Black Eyed Peas. In The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs, you can find a wall decor called Dage, Daggy, I don't know, which is an obvious reference to the internet meme, Doge, Doggy, whatever you call it. If your pet is smelly, you might get a moodlet called Smelly Pet. Both the name and the description of the moodlet is a reference to a song from the TV show Friends in one of the episodes where the character Phoebe sang a song called Smelly Cat. In Brindleton Bay, near some neighborhoods, you might find kites flying in the distance. If you take a closer look, you can also see a fake 2D projection of a sim flying the kite. In the Laundry Day Stuff Pack, there's a decor object called Wreath of the Living Bramble with this unusual description. This is actually a reference to the game EverQuest, where the item description will be shown with the same format. Still in Laundry Day Stuff Pack, some of the objects have the name Wickerwims. It's actually a reference to the name of an infamous not safe for work adult Sims mod called Wicked Whims. If you're still under 18, don't search for it, okay? I warned you. Wait, but I'll be 18 in 2 months. I never used it anyway. And those are 50 Easter eggs and secrets you might not know in The Sims 4. Of course, like I said before, there are still tons of other Easter eggs and secrets that I didn't mention here. So if you know any that I missed here, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you liked this video, and if you crave for more Sims contents like this, be sure to subscribe to this channel. You can also comment down below ideas for the next videos. See you later!
Okay. Nope, get out of here. Bye bye.